Hello, I'm Colonel Ross Poppenberger, Commander of U.S. Army Yuma Proving Ground. I would like to personally welcome and wish you the very best for your service here. Safety is our prime consideration in everything we do here at YPG, starting with your drive into work and all the way to your safe return home. YPG is an interesting and busy place, and as you can see, it has many hazardous areas. In addition to accomplishing your mission, you must understand how to be safe at all times. The purpose of this video is to familiarize you with some of the hazards you may encounter at YPG and how to be safe by integrating risk management techniques and following established operating procedures. Our personnel spend a lot of time and energy making YPG as safe as possible. However, it's also your responsibility to take care of yourself as well as your teammates. Please be very proactive and take this critical responsibility seriously. Look out for the unique desert wildlife that share our proving ground, such as Africanized bees, snakes, coyotes, scorpions, and other creatures. Watch your speed. Don't text and drive. And concentrate while driving along our blacktop and unimproved roadways, especially along Highway 95. I expect everyone to maintain situational awareness at all times. You are here to do a professional job, and we will support you in every way we can. We have one team at YPG, and with your arrival, you too are now a valued team member.
I'm Command Sergeant Major Christopher Prosser, and I wanted to extend to you a warm welcome to the Army's premier test facility, the United States Army Yuma Proving Ground. The heat, isolation, and austere conditions of YPG are some of our greatest assets, but they can also be very dangerous. Just as you do at your home station, maintain situational awareness and look after each other. As a valued member of our team, please take this time to think about how your actions fit into establishing a safe environment so that we are able to provide the most thoroughly tested equipment to the soldiers in the greatest army in the world, just as we have done for the past 75 years. Thank you for your efforts in making YPG a safe place to work and live.
Please remember our safety mantra.
Nobody gets hurt. Truth in testing.
In the early 1940s, General Patton used YPG as one of his desert training areas. Equipment testing took place in the years after World War II, and this area continues to be used in a very diverse way. Munitions testing has since been introduced, and today YPG is the premier desert testing location for numerous weapons, munitions, aircraft, and vehicles of the U.S. military and friendly foreign countries. There are numerous hazards here that may not exist at your installation or facility. One of the hazards we have is unexploded ordnance, usually known as UXO. Often, UXO is found in areas where there are no records of its whereabouts. Some UXO is from the World War II era, such as this mine. If you see something that could be UXO and it looks man-made, do not touch, step on, kick, or otherwise disturb it. Call Range Control, let them know your location and what you believe you have found. They will see that it's taken care of.
YPG is separated into two major test ranges, COFA Range and Cibola Range. Each range has a specific telephone number you must call in order to obtain an access clearance. For entrance into COFA, dial 328-3333. To enter Cibola, dial 328-2047. When using a range phone, only dial the last four numbers.
And I'll go ahead and reactivate clearance 114. Taking northbound up on Highway 95, sir, and be advised there's UAVs working.
Range Control must issue a clearance for you and all other personnel and vehicles in your party prior to entering the range. When traveling downrange, you may come upon a barricade in the road. Upon arriving at a barricade, call Range Control on a radio, cell phone, or from a nearby range phone for permission to proceed.
Hello, COFA. This is Adams. I'm driving vehicle 734, and I'd like a clearance into GP2, please. I have no passengers. Clearance number 22. Okay, thank you. Only when permission is granted may you proceed. Do not pass a barricade without clearance from Range Control.
Range Control must be notified if you decide to change your location on the range. Range Control will inform you if you are cleared into the new location. When you are finished for the day and are clear of the range, cancel your clearance with Range Control.
Cibola Range?
Cibola, Rivera, 39. Can you show me at the front? Yeah.
All right, Billy, you're canceled out at 1312. Have a good day.
If you do not cancel your clearance, we do not know if you are safe in town or in need of assistance on the range. If you are clear of the range and planning to go back to the range, you must suspend your clearance with Range Control. Later, when you decide to go downrange, you must reopen your clearance with range control. Range control must monitor all activities at all times. When you are involved in an incident at a test site, notify the test director immediately. When you are en route to or from a test site and are involved in an incident, notify range control immediately.
Cibola Range is our primary location for the use of lasers. These lasers emit a beam that is harmful to your eyes. Upon arriving at a laser warning sign, laser goggles must be worn by all occupants at all times while in that area. Only when you have exited the area, as posted by another sign, may you remove them. Please ask your test director for laser goggles before you enter a laser warning area. When arriving at the test site, park in designated parking areas only. Designated parking areas are safe. Other areas may not be. Also, immediately contact the test director upon your arrival. While at a test site, you are under his or her authority. The speed limit in administrative areas on YPG is 25 miles per hour unless otherwise posted. Extra care needs to be taken on our downrange roads, especially when you approach signs warning about a dip or sharp turn. Some of the dips on Poline Road, for example, are dangerous and may be harmful to you and your vehicle if you are not driving at the posted speed.
When driving in and around YPG, you can easily be lulled into a false sense of isolation. It can feel as though no one is around for miles. However, what are seemingly deserted roads are often busy. Many of our desert roads follow the contour of the land, which creates blind hills and curves. When approaching the crest of a hill, keep to the right side of the road and slow down to prevent collisions with oncoming vehicles. Driving into the rising or setting sun can also be a factor leading to an accident. Because most of the long stretches of range roads run east and west, driving into the sun is often unavoidable. Extra care should be taken while driving in these conditions. If you are traveling behind another vehicle, you should always keep a sufficient distance between the vehicles to ensure visibility. The dust stirred up from vehicles traveling just a few miles per hour can create a blanket of non-visibility.
Also, be sure to drive only on the roads. Do not go off-road driving, as you could encounter UXO. Tanks, armored personnel carriers, and large trucks can be found on our roads and test courses at all hours of the day and sometimes into the night. Be aware of their crossing locations.
All of our roads can experience flooding when it rains. Many of our roads traverse washes, dried up creeks, and such, and when it rains, both types of roads can experience severe flooding. Though clear skies may be present at your location, rain in the mountains miles away may cause severe flooding along the desert floor and into the local washes. After a rain, be extra careful, since the water that flowed through the washes may cut deep ravines across the roads and may have undercut some of the pavement.
YPG is over 25 miles from Yuma, and many range locations are not near the administrative areas. Allow plenty of time for driving safely to your destination, and make sure you have a full tank of gas before leaving. A round trip to Site 16 in northern Cibola from Yuma is approximately 150 miles. It's almost the same to Tower 62 on the Kofa Range.
It's important to maintain correct air pressure in your tires year-round, especially during the summer months. Fluctuations in temperature can either increase or decrease tire pressure. Driving over desert terrain may require you to reduce tire pressure. Once back on the pavement, it's important to reinflate. Running a tire underinflated can damage the tire and cause tread separation. The pressure that should be maintained in your tires is located on the tire and on the driver's side door jamb.
In the desert, water is one of the necessities you should have with you. Summertime heat can climb over 125 degrees Fahrenheit or over 50 degrees Celsius. Keeping your body hydrated is essential for survival and avoiding heat-related injuries. Along with water, wearing a hat for shading, a long-sleeve shirt, and sunscreen are great helps for reducing the dangers of exposure to the sun. There are also environmental hazards that you need to be aware of, such as animals that live in this harsh environment and see YPG as home. Every year on YPG and Highway 95, there are several accidents involving vehicles and animals. Horses, burros, deer, coyotes, and foxes are among the larger animals. Extra care and caution should be taken to avoid them. Smaller and closer to the ground, you have snakes, lizards, scorpions, and spiders. When you are out walking around, extreme care needs to be taken. Stay on the path in which you are walking and always ensure the area below your vehicle is clear before you step in or out of it. Animals, like humans, look for shade to get out of the sun and heat, so avoid bushes and such.
One other hazard to be aware of is the cacti. Some thorns of certain type of cactus are barbed and can't be removed. Others are so small that they can't be seen or removed. Be mindful of these hazards and don't touch any cactus.
In case of an emergency while on the range, you should call extension 5111. This connects you directly to range control, who will then contact emergency personnel and direct them to your exact location. This line is for all ranges and all courses. Dialing this number is faster because dialing 911 may connect you with emergency personnel outside of YPG. Be safe while you're here at YPG and enjoy your time with us. We are concerned about you and want you to return to your home safely. Always have the range pass you have been issued with you while you are on the ranges and adhere to the policies and standards that we have provided for you.
Now that you have viewed this video, don't forget to check in at the Visitor Control Center located in Building 2020 off of Imperial Dam Road, and have a great time at Yuma Proving Ground.